So today we're going to talk about some things in business you need to have success in the long run that are ultra important if you want to have a ton of success, right? So we'll get right into it. So number one, this is something that I learned, and I kind of just recently actually learned this, and that's kind of why I'm talking about this and I'm recording right now. It's very important, right? And this is exactly what it is. You have to think in terms of long-term success. You have to think long-term. You can't think short-term. You can't think overnight success. That's just not how it works, okay? And the reason I'm saying that is I saw a quote the other day and I read this, and this is very important. Once you realize success is going to take a very long time, then your success will come a lot quicker. So the moment you realize that success is going to take a lot longer than you think, you're going to have success quicker than you think, right? This is a game of decades, right? Billionaires and people who are very wealthy are playing games of decades, not overnight games. So that's the point. The quicker you start, the quicker you're going to get rich, right? If you never start, you're never going to get rich. You're never going to have the money or the wealth you want because you're not even trying. You're just doing the normal things. If you do normal things, you're going to be a normal person. If you do not normal things, you're not a normal person. Meaning, maybe at day one or month 6, in year one, you're technically normal if you go on the rabbit hole of trying something new. But eventually it's going to turn, and eventually you'll win something, and then you're going to make a ton of money. And then the other people who are doing the normal things will ask you, like, how are you making so much money? And the answer is like, look, I thought I had this whole plan. I'm going to get it, right? So the moment you realize, the whole lesson of this is the moment you realize the success is going to take a lot longer than you expected, you're going to have success quicker, okay? Very, very important, all right? And that's kind of the thing I want to talk about as well, because at the same time with like patience and whatnot, it kind of has a different factor, right? So in terms of patience and getting things done, you need to be, I guess, not patient in the sense of being urgent, getting things done really quickly, being efficient, right? Because you have to be efficient to move forward, because it's like it's a slow step to the top, and you have to do little things to get there, right? So you have to have really quick expectations of getting things done, especially the little things, and then have the full overall goal of, hey, I gotta take my time, I gotta let it come. If I put the work in, it's gonna come. If you don't put the work in, you're not gonna have the success. So you put the work in, you're doing it every single day, the success will come, the results will come, but you have to be okay with years of stress, years of pain. And once you have success, then you're on a new level, and then you're trying to get to the next level. And it's a path that goes over and over again, right? So I kind of wanted to mention too, like, from my experience, the way you can have success quickly is by figuring out a hole in the industry and getting right to it, right? So for example, if there's someone you know that's trying to do something, or you have an experience, or you're at a coffee shop and you see something and you're like, hey, I can make something, and your gut's telling you to do it, then do it. Because the way I think about it, like, if you're on this earth only once, you live here only once, you only try things once, right? You're only trying a new thing, that specific thing, only one time. And what's the point here? Like, you're on this earth, the odds of being on here or born are like, what, 1 in 400 trillion? I don't know, some crazy numbers. So why not try? Why not go for it? Like, what's the worst that happens if you make a mistake? What's the worst that happens if you fail at nothing? You're the same person as you were before, plus you have these new experiences that you tried out. There's no problem with that. So I think many people don't understand that, and that's something I kind of want to reiterate, is how important it is to understand that, like, the point of living here is to try things out. And if you wanted to do what everyone else is doing, I just don't see, like, in my view, there's no point of living a life like that. I just don't understand it. Like, in my brain, there's no freaking way I could do the same thing that everyone else is doing. There's no fun in that. There's no fun. I don't get any dopamine rush from fucking doing the same thing everyone else is doing, to be honest with you. I don't. And that's okay. But this is my whole perspective. If you have the idea of trying to do this, if you have the thought of it once and you're like, I gotta go for it, do it. Your brain's telling you to do it. So trust yourself and go for it, right? Like, I don't understand how many people I've seen who say they're going to do something and they just never do it. And it's freaking frustrating, because I see these people who are actually genuinely smart people. I've talked to many people who have tons of money. They're very smart, but they're not much different than the average Joe on the street in terms of who they are and their background. Most of these wealthy people have come from really bad backgrounds. I'm going to be honest. They have not come from the best backgrounds. They haven't. The best homes. They haven't. And they still manage to make it up to the top. And most people are kind of like wanting that secret sauce, but it's really just repetition and being okay with dealing with negative moments over and over again, but you're still okay with going forward, moving. These people are able to move and you're not. No matter what hits them, they're able to just keep going. No matter what happens to them, they can just keep pushing forward. And that's the whole point of the whole, this whole video is like, really understand that you're not alone. There is always someone that's a problem similar to you, and there are people as well who have problems that are not the same as you. But the one thing that everyone has in common is everyone here has opportunity. Everyone has an opportunity to do something because you're born here and you're watching this video. If you're alive, you have an opportunity. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what you have done. There are people who are some of the most successful people on the planet who have lived worse than you've lived. They have had worse things happen than you have. And they're still at the top. So why can't you? Like, it's unbelievable to me how many people I have seen who have excuses over more excuses, who like are just fine with being okay. And look, if you want to live that life of being okay, it's fine. But all the stuff I teach, the people who I want to be around are people who are exceptional. People who I work with are exceptional. I don't work with average people because I don't want to be around that. You need to be around people who want to live the dream life, who want to have monumental success. If you're around people who are just doing normal things every day, that's most people. But it'll be a lot harder for you to get to where you want to get to in anything you do. So the number one advice I can give to you guys is think long-term, think in decades, but act in weeks. Do quick things, make quick changes, try new things, and it's all the results will show over a period of a long time. At first, when I was trying to go through this path of having success, I thought it would be a lot quicker than it was. But once I understood that success takes longer than you expect, and the moment I kind of let loose and just like let it go and didn't try to force it and just did the repetition every day and did the things I needed to do every single day, that's when the success actually came to me. And that's what I want to tell you guys is don't force it. Just do the things every day, work your butt off, work as hard as you can. If you work as hard as you can, results will come. What is a result? A result is an equalizer of the work you put in. If you put in the work, it's gonna come eventually, all right? So you have to understand that. You don't get results without putting work in. You don't just get a result. Like ask the person at the gym who is big and who's 290 pounds, who's muscular. They don't just magically get like that. They get that over years and years of work. You can ask someone, they'll be like, oh, probably 5-10 years of work. 5-10 years every single day doing the same thing basically every single day. It's the same thing with business or the same thing with anything you want in life. Anything's possible, okay? So with the goal setting, I kind of want to talk more about this because no one talks about this enough. And I think, I actually help businesses scale too. And it's like these people, I think a lot of them, it's really hard because there's so much competition, but also they don't have like that motivator around them. And that's kind of what I want to be too, is like to get them to keep going. People need that. People need that fuel. People need that positivity. And I want you guys to get that positivity from me and take it into your lives, positively affect people around you to make better changes in their lives, and then everyone wins together, right? That's the goal, is to make a change so huge that many of you guys who are watching me years from now are ultra wealthy and ultra successful. And I can't wait to see it, right? So again, keep watching my videos. I have a lot of amazing content coming soon with business and life and everything like that in general. And yeah, thank you guys. I guess below in the comments and the description, my company Go Creative AI is officially launched. I have a product for any marketers, business owners, small business owners who want to scale, and it's starting for free right now. So if you guys want to check out that'd be awesome. It's free to start. Also, if you guys are wanting an actual consulting help from us and marketing help, we have a marketing department as well where we come in your businesses, we help you run ads, we help you market your products, your service, and we help you scale and hopefully double your revenue in the next year. So yeah, check those out and I'll see you guys later. Take these lessons to heart because they will genuinely help you have success.